Who's ready for some cosasverdes voodoo magic back from August 17th earlier this year? Actually, about 20 days ago. And in regards to Pirate Chain and Harmony One. So I'm going to play a little clip for you, and then I'm going to show you what really has happened with this annoying sign back for you, but back here for you. So if you could stop, drop, and do what the sign says, hit like, subscribe if you're new, because these calls were ended up being pretty good, and which for altcoins, since they're not subject to a bunch of computer algos from hedge funds and governments, really, probably Russia doing a lot of money, trading on Bitcoin, they move more naturally, and I can feel how they're going to move. And especially, you know, when the trend is up, trading an upward trend is fairly simple, and you don't really come to see that until about three years into staring at price for at least 20 hours a week. So what I do for my community, it's really not brain surgery or rocket science or anything. However, in an upward trend, altcoins, they just all move in similar ways. There are only about let's say 5 different ways they can move, and I have a pretty good feel for how they go about it. So here's a real live example, and in the description section I'm going to show you actual examples of the content that I provide to my community. And this week alone, I think I provided about 12 different altcoin trading plays that are projected to be 30% plus moves. So that folks can choose among their favorite coins, whatever. And so if you like that kind of stuff, take a look in the description section if you're not in the community. And so let me play this clip for you, and here we go.
Oh, like a second high low, but the third low in a row. Sometimes it comes to match it. And so this is the 377, the daily 377 on Pirate Chain. It based off of it. I would assume that the next basing off would be one EMA up, which is the 200. Just logically, without even looking at price. So that happens to align with what I just said from a structural standpoint. When you have a higher low that's much, much higher, typically the next low comes down right at it, maybe in wicks below it. But the thing is, it closes higher, the closing. But you can still catch a daily wick if that were to happen. Pick it up at this daily 200 EMA right at $2.90, you know, just barely under $3. So my price target for Pirate Chain to scoop it up is probably $2.99. Like, the price is right. That'd be roughly where, or maybe even $2.90, you know, $2.90 to $2.99, somewhere just under $3.
$2.90 to $2.99.
And I think when this happens from an EMA standpoint, Harmony One and Pirate Chain would do something fairly similar, but Pirate Chain likely would wick down to the daily 200, breaking this higher low structure barely, but not on a closing basis, but yes on a wick, while Harmony One makes a higher low, doesn't break the structure. However, tit for tat, it wicks below the daily 200, unlike Harmony One. So they're similar plays, and that's what I'm seeing for these two.
All right, so let's go to Pirate Chain. Where's Pirate Chain? $2.95. Huh, craziness. Where's Harmony One? Did it ever break that structure, this higher low structure? Absolutely not. And I could see that based off of EMAs and the idea that this run here was healthy, and Pirate Chain's, you know, run up here was just this area in Pirate Chain was just too aggressive. And I could foresee that it was going to break a higher low structure, because Harmony One came back down and made a really healthy higher low, and it tagged this orange line here that I'm pointing an arrow to, which is the daily. Actually, that's a 2-day 200. Yep, that's the 2-day 200. It tagged that line twice. Okay, it tagged the 2-day 200 twice. So in a bearish market, the 2-day chart for Harmony One actually might be the chart. I didn't realize I was on the 2-day chart. That worked out perfectly. I was more looking without EMAs. I was looking for this higher low. So it actually didn't hit my target. It stayed a little bit more bullish. So now that, actually, I'm going to make it difficult. Now that Harmony One did this, since it looks like we're a little bit more in a bullish market, I would say it might go sideways after hitting this line. Sideways just a little bit longer to allow something like the daily 21 to catch up, 21 EMA. and it'll ride this yellow line as it approaches price. So this is price, this 21 EMA comes up, something like that. So since this hasn't really formed much of a higher low yet, even though this is very healthy, if you keep tagging the daily 21, you can do that for years at a time. Not in crypto necessarily, but some asset, I mean, you could do that. I mean, that's a very healthy price movement. So, but I would assume that it might go sideways once it hits this line here. If I can make another prediction for Harmony One, I don't think it's just gonna booyah past this big resistance level. But once it does, though, it's probably gonna come up and hit this line, which if you zoom out, it's just a very simple line connecting the two market highs, the beginning price plus the recent high. I mean, Harmony One this calendar year could hit 57, 60 cents this calendar year, even if that's not the end of the bull run. So end of the bull run, I would suspect that Harmony One comes above this line, but I don't think the end of the bull run is going to be this year. So if you like this kind of stuff, again, go ahead and look for specific examples down in the description section of what I provide to my community. I've recently provided roughly 12 to 15, I guess, altcoin trade setups for my crackhead and crypto crackhead and VIP tiers within my Patreon community. And so I don't give you all those 12 in the examples below, but I give you a video of a VIP voice and video chat call where people can talk to me live and share their video, look at me straight in the eyes and talk to me. And some of my VIP fees or crackheads, they'll even share their screen and share a thought and say, hey, what do you think about this? So if this type of stuff seems interesting to you, go ahead and check that out. And y'all just got Timified back from August 17th. We'll see you later.